when we add these two things, what do you think it's gonna do? Let's find out together.
All right, everyone, we are 13,000 feet underwater. So everyone, you are good to unbuckle and just stretch out a little bit. You know, let's practice our strokes, okay? Forward stroke, forward stroke, forward stroke. Okay, one more and one more. All right, now everybody do a backstroke and a backstroke and a backstroke and a backstroke. Okay, you guys are like really good swimmers. Like some of you, I'm serious. You could be in the Olympics. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's really dark down here because did you know the ocean is split into zones, and the one we're in right now is called the aphotic zone, which means we're in a place where there is no sunlight. Commander, could you hit the lights for us, please? Huh, okay, hold on, let me check here on my end. Okay, it looks like just having a bit of a maintenance problem. No worries, we'll fix it when you get back on land. Now, in the meantime, oh my goodness, do you see that? It's an anglerfish. They live down here in the deep, dark aphotic zone. Actually, they have a light that's attached to them, and it comes from millions of bacteria that live in a small organ at the tip of the anglerfish's fishing rod. If we catch some of these, they could help light the rest of our way. So everyone get out your underwater fishing rod, okay? And throw it over your shoulder and toss your line. All right, let's wait for a second. Wait for a second and reel her in. Reel her in, and I do mean her. Only females produce the light. Okay, reel her in and pull and reel her in. Keep reeling, keep reeling, keep reeling. Are you reeling? Okay, good. All right, here we go. And one last tug of the line, and all right, we did it. We now have a whole family of anglerfish that are gonna help light us the rest of the way, so let's keep going. And while we do, let me give you another fun fact. Animals that live down here, many of them have something called bioluminescence, which is a chemical reaction that can be red or blue or green or yellow, and they use it to catch food or to communicate with one another. Having no light in the Z-sub, well, that's gonna be a problem steering yourself back to land. So it looks like you're stuck, which is also another problem, and the pressure in this zone is really intense. I can already see the windshield starting to crack. Which is also another problem, but all minor problems, really. Yeah, seriously, so small. But hey, don't worry. Here at Zone Aquatic Mission Control, we care about all things big and small. I know just the person to help you out. Hey, Caroline, it's your director speaking. Yeah, we've got a bit of a lights out situation in the Z-sub. You think you could help us out?
Of course I can. Hey there, friends. This is your Deep Dark Zone Specialist, Caroline here. And no light can get through the hadopelagic zone. Well, not without a little help. Oh, by the way, I just saw a sea cucumber, and I gotta tell you, because I'm really kind of freaking out. Did you know that sea cucumbers, they can regenerate their organs, they're masters of camouflage, and they have no brain, like no brain at all. And sorry, am I boring you? Right, okay, sorry, tough crowd. Has that ever happened to you before? Where you've been really excited to tell somebody something that's important to you, whether it made you happy or sad or scared, and they just don't really seem to care all that much. Do you ever feel like God is that way with you? Like the things that are really important to you in your life are just not that important to Him? Well, friends, while it may be easy to feel that way, I'm here to tell you that the Bible tells us something very different. It's true. Jesus does not roll his eyes or scoff or get annoyed or bored when we're sharing something that's important to us. And in fact, I have a Bible story that I think can prove it to you. Okay, let me set the scene. Jesus, his mother, and all of Jesus' disciples were at a wedding celebration in a place called Cana in an area called Galilee. Now, at this time, the wedding festivities were going on, they were having fun, and then Jesus' mother starts to panic because she realizes that the wine had run out. And now back then, let me tell you, this would have been a disappointment, a huge embarrassment to the host of the wedding. I mean, put yourself in that host's shoes. Can you imagine if you threw a birthday party, maybe around lunchtime, and all of your friends are there celebrating you, having a great time, but then as soon as their stomachs start rumbling and they get hungry, they find out that you ran out of food. Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be? Let's pick up in this story in John chapter 2, verse 4, and let's see what happens together. Verse 4 says, "Dear woman, that's not our problem," Jesus replied. "My time has not yet come." But his mother told the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Okay, time out. Pause the story. Didn't I just say that Jesus cares about the little things? Cares about the things that are important to us? You know what? Maybe we should keep reading and just find out what happens next. Verse 6 says this. Standing nearby were 6 stone water jars used for Jewish ceremonial washing. Each could hold 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus told the servants, "Fill the jars with water." When the jars had been filled, he said, "Now dip some out and take it to the master of ceremonies." So the servants followed his instructions. Okay, friends, now what do you think happened when the master of ceremonies took the cup from the servants? Do you think it was just plain old water from the stone jars? Was it wine? Was it grape soda? Maybe we should continue to read and find out just what miracle might be around the corner. Verse 10 says, "A host always serves the best wine first," he said. "Then, when everyone has had a lot to drink, he brings out the less expensive wine. But you have kept the best until now." This miraculous sign at Cana in Galilee was the first time Jesus revealed his glory, and his disciples believed in him. Friends, did you catch that? The liquid that was inside the cup given to the master of ceremonies was not water, was not grape soda, it was wine. How is that possible? Something miraculous must have happened to the water. Jesus must have done his first miracle. I mean, this is his first miracle. And you know what I find kind of interesting about this story? It wasn't really going to be a huge deal if the party had run out of wine, right? I mean, not really. I mean, there are bigger problems, bigger fish to fry. Like, it wasn't as if someone had just passed out in the middle of the dance floor, or a bunch of wild animals started running around and causing a mess. See, that's the thing about problems. Problems sometimes feel big to us, but they may feel small to other people. But what's really amazing is that Jesus cares about all of it. The big things and also the small things. Jesus cared so much about his mother and about the people at the party. He saw their seemingly small problem and did an amazing, big miracle. My friends, this is the truth. Jesus cares about us, even the small things. So, the next time that you have a really big test at school and you're nervous, the next time that you have maybe some trouble in a relationship with a friend, either at school or in your neighborhood, and you ask God, "God, will you help me in my relationship with my friend today?" The answer will be yes, even if it's a simple question like, "Is God going to even take care of me today?" Yes, 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 because Jesus cares about you, including the things that you care about. And you know what else Jesus cares about? The fact that we have to get out of this hadiplegic zone, like right now. So, what can we... Okay, I think I know what we can do. I think I have a way for us to get out of here. And it's really simple. It's only gonna take 2 ingredients, but the 2 ingredients are actually applicable to our real life as well. So, okay, just give me a second, friends. Okay, friends, here we go. So let's say that this iodine represents the darkness in our life, the problems, you might say, like the problem that we're in right now, how we need to get to the surface. The iodine are the things that need one of God's miracles in our life. So this is the cloudy darkness. Are you guys staying with me? Raise your hand at me if you're staying with me. All right, so over here, we have the 2 ingredients that are gonna help us get out of this mess. This water right here, classic H2O, this represents God's love and power for us. Remember, we're reminded that Jesus cares about even the little things. And when we add the bleach, let's say that the bleach represents our prayers and our desires to see a miracle. When we mix these things together, we might be able to see a real miracle in our lives. So let's write it on the board so we're making sure we're getting everything together. So we have the water, and that represents, shout it out at me, the water represents Jesus. Very good, boys and girls. And then we have the bleach, and can you remind me what the bleach represents today? The bleach represents our prayers. Very, very good. You're staying with me. You're gonna help us get out of here. Now let's see what happens when we add these 2 things. What do you think it's gonna do to the iodine, to the problem? Let's find out together. So in goes the problem. Cloudy, dark. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Oh my gosh! It worked! It actually worked, the problem. It's completely gone. Look at that. It's gone. The issue is gone. This is what happens when we partner together with God, when we pair His love and care for us with our prayers and our belief that He can do miracles. I mean, it cleared it right away. And so I want to challenge you this week, boys and girls. How can you look for the miracles in your life? Big and small, because remember, Jesus cares about them all. For now, this will definitely get you up to the top. I'll see you up there, sailors.
All right, you did it. Light is breaking through. And now it is time to get you back home for today. But first, let's do our big idea together. Commander, will you help me out? Perfect. All right, everyone, up on your feet, up on your feet. Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Expect the wow! That was an incredible job, and we will see you next week as we continue to explore the deep blue sea. Commander, can you get us buckled up and take us back home?